He's back, Trevor. Vince McMahon is starting a brand new wrestling company. This, according to PW Insider, they have chronicled in a new report that Vince McMahon is taking Brad Blum, who was a former executive in WWE, along with another executive from WWE, and they are starting what is called an entertainment hub company, which will produce and fund television shows, movies, and for right now, it is not supposed to be wrestling-related stuff. However, it involved Vince, and here's the kicker. All of this is contingent on when/if his legal troubles subside. So this could be a long game for Vince McMahon. Trevor, what are your initial thoughts on this report?
He's an evil genius.
One more time?
He's an evil genius, first and foremost.
Why is that?
He's not going anywhere. This is all his plan. Vince is an evil genius. Um, it makes sense though. It definitely makes sense to stay around. To do put your money in something else. But do we really need a Vince McMahon entertainment company? Do we actually need Vince around?
No.
It's
It's not groovy, baby.
but that's exactly why I say he's an evil genius because he knows, like, the man knows what he knows. Like he's not stupid when it comes to the business. He's gonna find some way to stick around. He's not going anywhere for good anyway, depending on these legal battles. But I don't. I'm not really looking forward to it myself. I don't really care, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, looking at the landscape of things right now, this is someone who just like sold most of his shares in WWE. He's got hundreds of millions of dollars in cash just laying around. He's old as shit. Bro knows it too. He knows it too. So I think he's just trying to spend that money and produce stuff cuz look, one thing we know about Vince is he gets bored very easily. So yeah.
He definitely does. So I think it's just a side project for him or something.
But Trevor, what if I told you that and again, it's a big if. I think this more than anything will incentivize him in trying to settle these lawsuits. Well, at least the Janelle Grant lawsuit. The Ring Boy thing is that's a whole separate deal, as well as the potential federal investigation into him. That's a whole nother deal. There's a lot of stuff, but if you were to get there, hypothetically, I don't think we'd be far away from a Vince McMahon wrestling company.
No, I agree with you.
Unfortunately, yeah, I just don't think he's too. He's been doing it his entire life, Trevor. This is something he knows and he's been doing his entire life. I just think he's gonna look at it and be like, he never made it in the XFL. He never made it with all these other projects. The only thing that ever made him big was pro wrestling. Something that, by the way, he views as entertainment. So it would fit perfectly with the vibe of his company, right, Trevor?
Absolutely. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Like, the only thing that he's honestly succeeded at, he's tried almost everything. He even had, I don't know how many people know this, but he even had a bodybuilding league,
The WBF,
bodybuilder federation, and which was awful, and it didn't lasted maybe months.
The
weeks,
roids,
maybe.
baby. The roids were wild in the WBF.
So didn't last long. His movie career making career was terrible.
Are you telling me that you were not a fan of what was that movie?
The Hose Bar.
No, bro, Dookie.
Dookie. Dookie. Dookie.
You know the story that Hogan told us about that?
I've heard it recently, but you tell it because I don't remember it all right now.
Bro said that him and Vince wrote that in like a week or like a week. They went away for like a weekend and then they just wrote it. And they're like, yeah, brother, we wrote this movie, brother. Which honestly, that might be the most honest thing that Hogan's ever said because that movie was dog poop.
Oh, it was awful. It sounded like it was written by two people on drugs.
Yeah. I just don't know, man. Look, you never say never when it comes to billionaires doing whatever billionaires are gonna do, but yeah, I will say this: it's gonna be hard. It is going to be difficult as all hell for Vince to, I think, be the front man of anything, let alone a wrestling company ever again. I just
Oh yeah,
a lot of
I think
baggage on Vinnie Mac, a lot of baggage on him.
people are definitely gonna be like, we don't want this guy. Like we're not signing up this dude. Like I honestly don't believe like he has any more credibility. The fact that he had any at first is still amazing, but
Yeah, I mean it's TBD. We'll see. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Well, hey,
yeah.
man, crazier things have happened.